Hey, brand babies. Today I want to talk about some bullshit in branding, all right? Specifically personal branding, because y'all know that's my get down. But the promises people are making about personal brands is really starting to piss me off. And I want to talk about that today. Specifically a company, even though I'm not going to give you their name. So let's go ahead and do this.
Welcome to the Branding, Boundaries, and Bullshit podcast with your host, the ghetto country grandmother, but you can just call her Brandma. Grandma wants you to know that personal branding is not personal, it's business.
All right, brand babies. Oh, let me show y'all. I got a new mic. Oh, I'm messing up shit. I pulled it out the tree. Let me put it back. Let me put it back. See, I'm so excited to show y'all my new mic. I'm tearing up shit. But anyway, somehow I stumbled into something or into someone on LinkedIn based on someone else's post because the person that they were talking about, they said he was stealing content. Basically, he's taking people's printed content, putting it in carousels and saying, these are the things I learned. He gives them a little bit of attribution and saying, this is what I got from the book, but it's not what he got, is what he actually plagiarized. And y'all know me, I went down the rabbit hole and I started digging through the trash and all this kind of stuff. So I went from the post to his profile, to his business profile page. And on their page, oh my goodness, y'all, what they promise you, oh, I can't stand bullshit. But what they promise you, the most exclusive members club for LinkedIn thought leaders. Are you fucking kidding me? Is personal branding supposed to be limited to LinkedIn? Why is that a thing? Why is your only, well, you know what, maybe it's just a thing because that's what they focus on. I'm gonna stop that crazy train. Still think it's bullshit, but it's like, come on now. An exclusive members club. And it's all you're in good company. See what members have to say, whatever. Growing your online brand isn't easy. Have you ever felt you need more accountability to post regularly and invest in your brand? There aren't many people in your life who can talk to that you can talk to about LinkedIn. You know, you could be outsourcing to a team or using AI to save time writing, but you don't know how. Seriously, personal branding done by AI. Am I the only one think that shit is crazy? I don't think so. Oh, let's see what else they got on here. Let's talk perks, group coaching sessions, resource vault, discussion forums, monetization opportunities. We're talking about affiliations, y'all. Guest speakers, find your LinkedIn 5. This is the bullshit, LinkedIn 5. Connect with thought leaders who write about similar topics to support each other's account growth. Sound like pod people. Am I crazy? I call bullshit. And it says, meet the instructors. I'm not going to tell you who they are because I'm not going to put them on blast like that. Get to know, They have 100 plus active members, 68% members with LinkedIn Top Voice badges. Average account growth is 192% since joining. Average follower growth per month, 5,083. I don't know if that's collectively or separately or whatever. My question is, okay, even if you do all that, what's the point? What am I building this up for? Because what I've seen people talk about and what I've seen them do as far as what's on their account, I have 100,000 followers, but I'm not getting any brand deals. Why would you? Don't nobody give a shit. You got 100,000 followers. It doesn't make sense. It has no purpose. You're telling me, up your game on LinkedIn. Get your personal brand together on LinkedIn. To what end? For what purpose? Maybe they tell you that in their private sessions and all of that kind of stuff. I do not know. But their promise, y'all know I'm all about the brand promise. The brand promise is, where'd it go? Y'all give me a second. 10 times your personal brand. How do you 10 times your personal brand? Do you make 10 of you? And especially if you're only talking about LinkedIn, how do you 10 times some shit? That does not make sense to me. I'm not trying to be, I'm seriously, y'all, I'm not trying to throw shade, but I want to call bullshit because 10 timing my personal brand, what is it doing? Are you telling me that I can be an influencer? Are you telling me that I can grow my business? Can I scale from this? What can I do when I 10 times my brand? Again, is that a conversation saved for discovery? Is that how you do something more strategically? What is the point of 10 timing your brand? It's I started doing their application because again, I'm nosy as fuck. And I wanted to say. So I did all the pre stuff, but then it's like, okay, what topic do you want to write about? They have several. I'm gonna say entrepreneurship. Let's go with that one. Oh, it said choose as many as you like. I'm still just gonna go with entrepreneurship. What is your LinkedIn audience size? Mine is less than 5,000. What is your audience size across all platforms? I don't know. I'm gonna say under 10,000. Where are you based? I am in, ain't none of your business, but I'm gonna put something in here. So let's see. When is your birthday? Why does that matter? How does that help my personal brand to know when my birthday is? They're gonna do some human design shit or what? I don't know, but I'm gonna put it in here. I'm old as fuck. How about that? Oh goodness. What are you hoping to accomplish by joining blankety blank blank? I'm gonna put NA because I don't know, because I'm not even gonna finish this. Hold on. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I'm putting in some fuckery. Let's put that in there. If accepted, are you willing to invest $2,500 to build your brand and connect with a network of amazing creators? Hell to the motherfucking no. Why am I building my network again? I don't see the point of it. I'm at a loss for words because you can connect with anybody on LinkedIn that you want to. And seeing as how they only have 100 members in their little pod thing that they're trying to create to build your personal brand, the algorithm is going to catch it after a while. So it's like, why am I networking in what am I doing? Connecting? I'm connecting with people that aren't going to buy from me because they've already bought from you. They've already spent $2,500. How is that helping my personal brand? I don't need that type of aggravation, and I don't need that type of shit. But let me keep going. Let me see what else they got. And mind you, this is their application. How did you hear about us? You're gonna say a LinkedIn post, and then you submit. I'm not submitting, but that's their application. What in the hell did they glean from that? Except that they know you got $2,500 to give them to do some shit. Oh my goodness. I have no words. Y'all know bad English is my first language, and all I can call it is fuckery. But there has to be some rhyme or reason to your personal brand. One of the things I always tell my clients and I tell my brand babies is like, okay, one of the reasons for having a named personal brand is so that you can license it. If you're going to license it, that means you get residual money. You don't have to show up anymore. You're getting residual money, especially for you mofos out here trying to get passive income. Y'all chasing brand deals. And then when you get a post and it doesn't go viral as the person expected it to go, then they don't want to pay you your money because you didn't get it up front. You didn't get it in writing. And now you're chasing it down and you posting on LinkedIn. Oh, this person ghosted me. They didn't pay me, mom. Really? But instead of doing something that's strategic, and I hate the word quality, so I'm not even going to use that word. But because you didn't do anything consistent, you didn't show them why you were doing this thing. Let me find y'all again because y'all behind the screen. But you didn't find a reason to make this worth their while. That's why they're paying you a one and done. You have 100,000 followers, and you know what? That's all great. But 100,000 followers at this stage of the game, sweetie, that's child's play. They're not checking for you. One of my occasional indulgence on Instagram is this weatherman. What is it? Weatherman Adams or something like that. You guys have probably seen him. He's the weather dude in Houston that adds lyrics to his weather forecast. And I love him. He's amazing. And so he's been doing this for a while, and he's built up a following. He has over 2 million followers. And I kept watching his post because I saw him mention where he said something's coming up and that he was leaving Houston. And so I kept looking and I kept looking. Finally, it came up. He is going to Fox LA. Yes. He's leaving Houston for Fox LA. And hold on. I'll see. Y'all showing me some shit. See, this is why you can't go on social media. Yeah, I just saw this cow fall off the roof and it showed a jiggly brisket on the cutting board. That's funny.
Introducing Branding Boundaries and Bullshit by the one and only Brandma, Phyllis Williams-Strother. Hey, you there. Are you tired of all the boring personal branding stuff? Well, my mom, Brandma, has got you covered with her awesome new book. In this game changer, Brandma doesn't play by the rules. She's a rebel who says you don't have to fake it to make it. No more being a people pleaser, because it's time to get real. Look, my mom's been there, done that, just like Pitbull, except she was a multi-million-dollar restaurant owner. She's got all the stuff to let you know what's real and what's just okie doke. This book isn't for the corporate crazy. It's for the courageous, the genuine, and the unapologetic. It's about putting you first and not some fake customer pleasing it, because this is not the circus. Branding Boundaries and Bullshit is like a fist pump to those who refuse to conform. It's your map to discovering your YO uniqueness and owning it. So ditch the BS and start branding on your own terms. Get Brandma's book now and let your true self shine through.
So now what I was looking for. See, this is the kind of shit they suck you in with and make it addictive. All right, let me see. Is it Adams? Weatherman Adam? Yes, is Weather Adam. Okay. He is going to Fox and Life. Now, he has built up this personal brand. And like I say, I call it the name personal brand because it calls it Weather Adam. He doesn't use his full name. It's just like, this is me when I'm in weatherman mode. I love music all the time, but when I'm doing the weather, these are the lyrics I bring to the game. I love his get down. Oh, yes, I do. But going to Fox LA, soon to be chief meteorologist at Fox LA, leaving Houston. Y'all, Fox LA doesn't even have 500,000 followers. So what they're getting is his 2 million followers. It does not matter that they are not in Houston, that he's not in Houston anymore. They're going to follow him because they like his get down. Those 2 million followers are now going to go to Fox LA. And they're going to follow Fox LA to a certain extent. But it does not matter that they only have less than 500,000 followers because it's about the advertising dollars. That's what matters to them. And that's why they want his 2 million followers. They want his game because he makes this interesting. People want to see the whole show. So now they're going to start watching Fox LA for the weather, even though they don't live in LA. They just increase that. That's money for him. He did something that made his personal brand worth a whole lot of money for him to leave Houston and go to LA. He didn't 10 times no shit. Whatever he did what he wanted to do, which was put lyrics in the weather forecast. Y'all got to go check him out. I might, if I put in the show notes, I'll leave y'all a link or whatever. But why is it that you think personal branding is an image thing? Because 3 people on the page, they're some pretty people. I'm not going to demean that. They're pretty people. And that's all fine and good. I'm looking for some shit. And that's all fine and good. But what does it matter? So what you're really talking about is your public image. Even though you want to write about this thing, you're not even going to write it. We're going to help you figure it out with AI. So it's not even your own thoughts. But then they're saying you're a thought leader. The only thing you thought of was a fucking prompt. How is that personal branding? Are you kidding me? Oh, I'm so over this nonsense. I don't mind. It's not that I don't mind. The way people are describing personal brands, which are to hype yourself and market yourself, I think is doing a disservice to humanity already. People are worth more than being a brand. Yes, a brand is an asset, but you guys are telling people to treat this like an asset. You're telling them to market and hype themselves. That's bullshit right there. You can't pay somebody enough to take their life. And that's what they're offering you. They don't realize it because it's not death, technically. And I'll probably get censored for that shit because y'all can't even say the word death anymore. Whatever. But there's this thing. If you're going to build a brand, you're building a brand to make money. You're not building a brand to 10 times a brand. Get serious. I want people to understand the depth to which a personal brand can be beneficial to them. When you're looking at it from the standpoint that I look at, growing, scaling, and expanding. If you're going to grow a personal brand, then you're going to start the personal brand, give it a name, And then every sub brand that comes after that, including the business name and the offers, take their spin from this personal brand. I am the Ghetto Country Grandmother. My business name is Grandma's House. My audience, y'all my brand babies. I got a whole vibe going on. And so when I make an offer, it's like, okay, is it connected to the brand? Because I want a branded house, not a house of brands. You can have either one, but you got to make it make sense. So now I'm growing this thing, but now I want to scale it, because growing it just means it's getting bigger. That means I'm hiring people and all of that kind of stuff. But now I want to scale it, which means I have to do more with what I already have, or I have to do more with less. So how do you scale from a personal brand? I ain't gonna tell you, I ain't none of your fucking business, but you can scale from a personal brand. No, I'm just kidding. Let me see. Depending on the type of business you're in, you can scale by, you know what, instead of having this one large offer, and if you know business at all, the parts are worth more than the whole. It's not the regular math, like, you know what, the sum of the whole and all that kind of stuff. It's not that kind of math. We're talking business math. So when you junk your car, they may give you $100 for it. But what they do is they sell the parts off, which will make them $500-$600, because the parts are worth more than the whole. Same thing with the chicken. You buy a whole chicken, you get a whole roasted, cooked ass chicken for $5 at Smart and Final or whatever store you're at. But when you start cutting that chicken up into parts, they're going to charge you more per pound. So you went from paying 99 cents a pound for the whole chicken to now paying $3 a pound for just the leg thighs. I like thighs. But you're paying a $3 a pound just for the thighs, because the parts are worth more than the whole. So when you talk about growing a business, like I said, you're getting bigger. But when you talk about scaling business, then you can break down the parts and charge more, because you're dissecting whatever it is that you're doing. Then you have to make this thing. It kind of complicates the process. I put it like that. Because you don't know where this small piece that I'm taking out, you don't know where it fits. So when you come back and you try to fit it together, it's like financing. Well, I got a whole lot of analogy today or whatever it is. But all of these different parts will make this piece go do what it's supposed to do. And that is you scaling your business. I'm going to take this big ass framework that I have, and I'm only going to do a workshop for this much of it. And because I'm doing a workshop, the whole thing is $1,000. But because I'm separating it into pieces, I'm separating it into 3 pieces, 500, 500, 500. So that $1,000 holding is now worth $1,500 when you break it up. And this is why you see people breaking apart the whole brand experience. Okay, somebody's going to charge you this for storytelling. Somebody's going to charge you this for the content part. Someone's going to charge you this for the positioning part. They do that because they've taken apart the whole process. But if you buy all of those different pieces and you don't know how they fit together, then you have a fucked up piece of a whole thing full of holes. And you have to figure out how to fix that. And that's why when you do go find a person that can help you fill those holes, they're charging you more because you're giving them fucked up holy shit. They have to figure out how to plug all these different holes, or they have to start from scratch. You can't be mad at that. You tried to get bits and pieces and put it together, and every time you got a new piece, you were just propping something up. And when that fell down, you prop something else up. And so all these different things are just not working. But I'm gonna get back. You know, that's scaling your business, breaking your shit up into parts and charging more for it. But then you want to expand. With a personal brand, you expand with licensing, you expand into new markets because you are presenting in such a way. Okay. Ghetto Country Brandma. Drink bourbon, smoke cigars, wear hats, wear glasses. Now, if I start talking about all these things, I'm able to tap into these new markets. It's like, you know what? I like getting colored glasses. Y'all, when I tell you, my glasses are like my pens, don't play with me. And this ain't even, y'all, I had to buy these cases, but I like my glasses in colors. So when I decide that I'm gonna tap into the eyeglass, you know, the reading glass market, and I'm gonna license out my name, there's somebody out there who's saying, you know what, we need to sell more glasses. And she has an audience. Let's use her name to sell more glasses. So all they're using is my name. I might show up for a commercial or two, but I will continue to get a residual check because those are Brandma's glasses. They're this, and this. And they have all the colors. So I just made my money. If Brandma don't do nothing else, she is getting a check from now until that licensing deal is over. It is not a brand deal where you do a one and done post. Again, hats. Somebody making hats. So I decided to manufacture my own hats. And they have a certain je ne sais quoi. And y'all don't speak no fucking French. But I decided to do a hat thing because I've been wearing hats. It's not a stretch for me to start tapping into that market. Now, Brandma is all about the personal brand, and personal brand is having a personal style as well. Whatever that may be for you, what are you bringing to the game? Snoop brought weed to the game. He has his own weed farm or whatever weed name. He has his Snoop Doggy treats. He has a plethora of stuff, y'all. I've just been going all in on Snoop. He's all up in my new book, which y'all need to get. I'm not here to fix my face. That's the name of the book. That's what's coming out. But there's this whole thing about how you can grow, scale, and expand with a personal brand. 10 timing that shit don't do nothing for you. All you're saying is like, oh, I have 10 times more followers. Yay. Miss me with the bullshit. But I wanted to come and tell y'all that today, but I got shit to do. So I'm going to get on out of here. I got some coffee left. I don't know what else I got going on. My book is finished. I'm kind of bored now, y'all. I got to go find some stuff. My client work is done until next week. Ugh. But anyway, 5, bullshit happens, so suck it up. 4, your voice is important, so speak up. 3, you make the world a more beautiful place, so show up. 2, life is good, so buck up. And 1, I love you and ain't a damn thing you can do about it, so shut the fuck up. Peace and hair grease, y'all. I'm out.